Here at the Siegel Center in Richmond, the Albemarle Patriots are going to try to win their first ever state title.
Welcome inside the Friday Night Fury. Beautiful weather this evening for high school football.
Virginia's redemption tour is now complete. 1 year after becoming the first ever 1 seed to lose to a 16 seed in the NCAA tournament, the Virginia Cavaliers are national champions. The Hoos also become the first ACC team to win the College World Series since 1955. And get this, Virginia has never beaten North Carolina here in Charlottesville. Maybe the Hoos can make some history tonight. I'll have highlights and post-game reaction for you tonight at 10 and 11. Make sure you wear orange. Hey there, Steve and Aaron. A very emotional Tony Bennett says he's no longer the best coach to lead UVA basketball in a changing college athletics environment. The man who coached Virginia to its only national championship in 2019 says he's not the best fit for the Hoos in an era that now involves agents, NIL deals, and the transfer portal. Virginia loses to Notre Dame in overtime, 13-12, despite 6 points from Connor Schellenberger, 3 goals and 3 assists. Let me show you how it happened. Brian O'Connor says Mississippi State represents everything he loves about college baseball: tradition, passion, and relentless pursuit of excellence. He leaves a UVA baseball program that he built into a perennial power. He led Virginia to the top. A national championship in 2015, 7 trips to the College World Series, and 18 NCAA tournament appearances. Named National Coach of the Year 3 times, Brian O'Connor had over 100 of his players selected in the Major League Draft, 33 eventually playing in the big leagues. Prior to O'Connor's arrival in Charlottesville, Virginia had only made the NCAA tournament 3 times and never made it to Omaha. His first season at UVA was my first year at 29 News. And joining me right now is Virginia head coach Brian O'Connor. Coach, have you ever been around a team that was so resilient?
I'll tell you, Marty, these kids have a tremendous amount of confidence and poise.
O'Connor's top assistant, Kevin McMullen, will also join him at Mississippi State, as well as assistant Matt Kirby. In a message to the UVA team, O'Connor thanked his players for their dedication, tireless work, and loyalty. It is strange to now see him in maroon. O'Connor says the atmosphere at the Bulldogs' home stadium is the best in college baseball. O'Connor has been a top target of college programs for years. O'Connor has always said there was no reason for him to leave UVA. But recently, with the changing landscape of college athletics and resources of the SEC and Mississippi State, he was able to be wooed away. UVA Athletics Director Carla Williams says with the tremendous support from our donors and fans over the last 2 decades, we look forward to hiring a head coach that will build upon the excellence that currently exists and continue competing for championships. Williams says O'Connor's legacy is driving strong interest in UVA's head coaching position. Brian O'Connor will be officially introduced at Mississippi State on Thursday. It's a high-caliber match in the heat. Crozet's Meg Knutson grew up playing tennis in Minnesota. It was only a couple years ago that her mom and sister said, "You gotta get into pickleball."
And my sister pulled me aside. She said, "You know, Megan, I really think you could get good at this if you tried." And I was like, yeah, I kind of caught the bug.
Meg says she started playing 2 to 3 hours a day. Her friend in Charlottesville, Megan Washburn, a pickleball expert, helped her master the sport.
The IQ that she's developed for the game has been incredible to watch. And so now she's got a lot of nuance to her game. She can dink, she can drive, she can do all of it.
Knutson now has a 5.0 rating, an elite pickleball player.
You can really learn that those soft shots and placement can really matter a lot more than power. And it becomes a little bit more of a game of chess.
Last month, Knutson won gold at the Amateur U.S. Open in Florida, winning in mixed doubles and in women's doubles with her sister. And get this, her niece and 74-year-old mom also won medals in their age group.
So I was surprised at my age with that number of people coming and from all over. And then my granddaughter, too. That's really been, so again, what a great family experience.
3 generations of Whalens racked up 11 medals, setting an amateur U.S. Open record for one family.
to be there with my family, to get to compete, and as a 41-year-old, mom and worker, like to get to go live this athletic dream for a week with my family is, I never thought that would happen. And it's incredibly motivating for the next year, right? Because we're already training.
In Charlottesville, Marty Hudtloff, 29 News. They are two of the greatest athletes in UVA sports history. Sisters Gretchen and Alex Walsh wrapped up their collegiate swim careers, leading Virginia to its 5th straight national championship.
What I really want to be remembered by, I think, is my leadership. I was a captain this year, and I take a lot of pride in that. I want to be remembered for being a good teammate, bringing positive energy to practice every day, and pushing my teammates to new heights.
Gretchen won 7 golds in this year's NCAA championships, 3 individually and 4 in relays, finishing her career as a 25-time NCAA champion.
There's so much I've accomplished here at UVA over the past 4 years that I never would have thought I could have ever done, and I feel very grateful. It is amazing.
Alex won 23 NCAA titles. The grad student is the only swimmer ever to be a part of 5 NCAA championship teams.
The fact that we've kind of solidified ourselves as history makers, we know for a fact that we've already left a legacy, and I feel very honored to be a part of it, and also know that I've been able to become the athlete that I always dreamed of being since I was so little. It doesn't really get more perfect than that.
Gretchen and Alex Walsh are not leaving Charlottesville. They've bought a house together here and will continue to train here at this pool with the UVA swim team as professionals.
We're going to be roommates for the first time since we were in high school, so yeah, I'm excited.
Gretchen already has her eyes set on the 2028 Summer Olympics in LA.
I want to be able to represent my country in our country on home soil in the Olympics. That's the dream.
With the Walsh sisters at UVA, Marty Hudtloff, 29 News.
I told you about Lucas Dunaway back in October. He's the 9-year-old Greenbrier Elementary student who's a rising star in golf. He earned a spot in the annual Drive, Chip, and Putt National Finals. This was Lucas's big week, competing on the legendary Masters Golf Course at Augusta.
Determining the points over here, Lucas Dunaway. He's a 4th grader at Greenbrier Elementary School in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Mike Tirico calling his name. 9-year-old Lucas Dunaway, full of emotions, competing in the Drive, Chip, and Putt National Finals.
I was everything. I was nervous a little bit. I was mostly excited and so happy to just be there.
So special just to be on the legendary Augusta golf course.
Yeah, it was so cool, and it's just as good as they say it is on TV. Not an inch of the grass is not perfect. It's just all so good.
Before the event, Lucas got to meet some of golf's biggest stars, like Scotty Scheffler and Adam Scott.
He shook my hand and said congratulations and keep going with my golf career.
The Drive, Chip, and Putt Finals is a one-day competition for the best young golfers in the country. Lucas brought home a trophy to Central Virginia. He finished 2nd in his age group. He earned a medal winning the chipping competition. Just yesterday at Birdwood, he showed me his skills.
Usually, I'm pretty good at chipping with my 56. I agree it's the toughest, and I had to get my feel down into practice.
He did excellent. It was amazing how composed he was under that severe pressure. I'm proud of him for lots of reasons. Character-wise, this game teaches character. He handles himself with poise. He's respectful to the game and to his fellow competitors.
I had so much fun, and so always have fun and enjoy the moment. Embrace the opportunity.
Those are words to live by. Lucas says he wants to get back to Augusta next year for the Drive, Chip, and Putt Finals and win it. It'll be tougher as he moves up into a different age group with the 10 and 11-year-olds.
We didn't play well. They played really well. Thank you for your attention.
Miami coach Jim Larrañaga there, frustrated after the game, taking just one question from the media before walking off. Virginia wins its 7th straight game, improving to 9-3 in the ACC. That's 23 straight wins at home for the Cavaliers. Virginia now travels to Tallahassee Saturday night to take on Florida State.
Stephen Casey, I introduced you to Jessica Coleman about a year and a half ago. After turning 40 years old, she made the big commitment getting into the sport of bodybuilding. She's now 46, and after a setback last year, the mom of 2 teenagers is making a comeback and ready to make her pro debut in July.
She's giving it another go. Intense training, 3 hours a day, 6 days a week. Jessica Coleman is ready to make her pro debut.
I'm so ready and I'm so excited. I've worked so hard. This is the best prep I've ever had.
Jessica won a handful of amateur events, then earned her pro card and was ready to compete professionally. Then she had issues with both wrists and was forced to have surgery. It was a major setback.
I went through a little depression time. You know, just kind of reserved myself to the idea that it was kind of over for me.
4 months later, she started to get her strength back.
And my muscles started coming back, and I started feeling strong in the gym again, that I realized I'm not done yet.
Jessica began working out again with her coach, building muscle. In April, she began bulking, eating healthy foods, but eating a lot.
I would joke and say to my coach, "You're feeding me like an elephant." And then I would be training hard at the same time, doing lots of cardio as a part of my bulk.
Coleman's been perfecting her poses. Her bodybuilding journey, which started 6 years ago, climaxes in 2 weeks when she takes the stage in the Atlanta Pro. She'll compete in the Masters Pro for women 40 and over.
I put in so much work, and to be able to get back to a place where I would be competition ready again, it's been an incredible feeling, incredible.
The Atlanta Pro Show will be on Saturday, July 13th, starting at 11 a.m. The finals at 4. You can watch on a pay-per-view live stream. That link is in Jessica's story on our website, 29news.com.
Come on, softball people, let's do this.
It is a beautiful summer morning on the diamond. There are lots of hits and lots of laughs in this slow-pitch softball game.
Opportunity to get outside and exercise and run around and be a little kid again.
The league is called the Charlottesville Retreads. The players are all over 55 years old.
I've had people tell me, "You still playing ball?" Yes, I am. I'm going to play as long as I can.
I'm going to be famous. They play twice a week.
It's my absolute joy. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I wake up, I'm so excited. I have my place to go. I have my friends to see.
The goal is to have fun and be social, and it's a great way to stay active.
Probably today, I'd say we got 7,000 steps already.
That's what it's all about, right?
That's what it's all about. Keep busy, keep active.
Thomas Gerhardt and Bobby Shoemake are both 86 years old.
I'm so old they might not even let me play.
It's fun with these guys, and it makes me get out of my comfort zone.
The two 86-year-olds have been playing in this league for 2 decades. There are also a half dozen ladies.
Everybody wants to win and get on base any way they can and talk a lot of trash.
The league was started in 2002.
You can't sit on the couch when you're older, and if you're fortunate enough to be able to run around in your 70s and 80s, this is a good place to be.
The games last about an hour and a half. There have only been a few minor injuries through the years. The players say it's a blast.
Go, Bobby, go, Bobby, go, Bobby, go! Wow!
So I'm feeling so happy that I can go on and maybe like Bobby, I can play till I'm 86.
Keep playing as long as I can.
The Retread Softball League plays its games here at Dardentown Park every Tuesday and Thursday mornings. They are always looking for new players who are over 55 years old. For more information, it's on our website, NBC29.com. He was met with cheers at JPJ in a press conference open to the public. Ryan Odom is Virginia's new head coach and says he's excited this opportunity opened up.
I walked through that door with enthusiasm. I walked through that door with passion, with humility, with a desire to help continue to build this place. I feel very prepared to take on what everyone knows is a daunting task. You know, following Coach Bennett, following a legend. I'll be honest, I'm at peace with that. I'm not afraid of it. I wouldn't be standing here if I was afraid of it.
All the players from the UVA basketball team sat in the front row of the press conference.
We want what's best for each of them, and whether that's staying here or finding a new opportunity. It's a puzzle to me. My wife is a puzzler. And a coach's job, a staff's job, is to put the pieces together and make them fit and then go to work.
Ryan Odom returns to Charlottesville, where he spent a big chunk of his youth from 3rd to 10th grades, while his dad, Dave Odom, was an assistant coach at UVA.
This is the place that I fell in love with basketball. This is the place where I was shaped in so many ways.
We just felt like he was ready to take this on, and I wanted to purposefully say that we trust him with this program, which is saying a lot because of so many have put so much into this program. We trust Ryan with it.
At JPJ, Marty Hudtloff, 29 News.